Wannabe fascists kill another U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Will the U.S. intervene in Iran? And Usha let him inside again? Okay. All that on the Foreign Report today. Let's do it. Welcome back to the Foreign Report, your weekly foreign policy show that gives you all the gory details of geopolitics with hopefully some laughs along the way. I am your foreign policy curious host, Seena Ghaznavi.
FPZ.
The foreign policy zaddy. That's right. And with me is Columbia Journalism School grad. Back in studio.
Back in studio, baby.
Back in studio, back with the beard, back with the glasses, back with his political takes. From Ohio, great to have you back,
Great
Travis
to be
Irvine.
back. Thank you, Seena. Great to be back.
I was sick, so I'm fine now. I'm a little congested. Sorry, my normally nasally voice is a little bit more nasally.
I like it.
Well,
I say more nasally, please.
More nasal.
Get more sick.
Double nasal.
Have more
please.
kids like Usha and JD and get more sick.
Oh my gosh, she let him in again, bro.
Don't get me started.
ForeignReportShow.com. Sign up for the newsletter. TheForeignReportLPN@gmail.com. Oh my God, man. I don't even know where, we're going to talk about Alex Preddy.
We're going to say words, but words, can only go so far.
Can only go so far. We're going to talk about Iran, and we're going to talk about JD Vance. First, it's great to have you back in studio. I missed not having you next to me.
Oh, thank you. Wait, you missed not having me.
I'm getting over a cold.
Okay, great.
I missed you.
It's great to be back.
I missed you.
I'm wearing my Cavs shirt because, as you know from the Thanksgiving episode, I need sports to unwind. So
yes,
go Cavs. I'll be watching them all week because it's the only joy I have right now.
That's the way to do it.
You have your family, I have the Cavs.
There we go.
Cleveland sports, not a great replacement for a family.
And you know what those Cavs say? They're like, thank God for Travis Irvine.
That's what I would hope so. Donovan Mitchell playing out of his mind.
Over last weekend.
Yup.
ICE did it again.
Yeah. Not in the fun Britney Spears way.
Nope.
This is, I think we all, especially on the Pacific Coast, woke up to the clips and the videos coming through. First it was the news, but then when the videos started to hit and just so many angles and so many different views of this straight up government-sanctioned murder.
Yeah, I've been using this physical hardware device to block certain
The brick. You talked about it a couple episodes
I did?
ago. Yes.
Okay.
My friend Zach Luck, shout out to one of our listeners in Ohio, said that he also has a brick. And it sounds like I should get one.
Yeah.
If Brick wants to sponsor the show, along with Celsius.
Yeah, please. Hit us up.
I think I need a brick.
But I didn't block Reddit. So I saw it on Reddit. I've been
that's
on Reddit
the one
a lot.
you should block.
I know.
That's the worst one. At least on Instagram, it's my friends who are posting this shit.
Well, I saw it on Reddit, and it's just awful. I want to talk about some of the government responses here, and let's show what the government initially said.
Sure.
From this on January 24th at 9:30 a.m. I believe that's probably Pacific time.
Right. Yeah. Right. The spin wizards over at the Department of Homeland Security, which, by the way, takes its orders from Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller. That's like his prerogative is immigration. And we're going to get into the workflow of this White House, but it tends to start from Stephen Miller. And I believe Stephen Miller was the one who initiated this messaging before all the facts were in.
At 9:05 a.m. Central Time, as this is from Homeland Security's at DHS Gov Twitter page.
Right, because that's how we do public policy now, is through social media posts.
Through X /Twitter. At 9:05.
Truth.
Truth or Truthers. At 9:05 a.m. CT, as DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien wanted for violent assault, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, seen here. By the way, just so you guys all know, the person that they were actually looking for was not even in the area.
Right.
And there was they got the person even wrong. They were actually looking for the wrong person.
Wrong person, wrong area.
Yeah.
Wrong mission.
So this is I know people keep saying Nazis and stuff like that, but Nazis were organized. The problem that people are getting killed is that they're so chaotic. There's no organization.
It's almost like they're unqualified for the job.
The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but was pronounced dead on the scene. The suspect... two people fired shots. They didn't let a doctor in immediately.
There was a nurse on the scene, but they had murdered that nurse.
Jesus Christ. The suspect... also had 2 magazines and no ID. This looks like a situation where where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. About 200 rioters arrived at the scene and began to Minneapolis, right? Minneapolis, very cold. It's like sub-zero temperatures, right?
Yeah.
And they began to assault law enforcement on the scene. Crowd control measures were deployed for the safety of the public and law enforcement. This situation is evolving in more information. And then they show his licensed firearm.
Right. He had a license to carry.
Licensed concealed carry.
And by the way, even if you don't agree with concealed carry or licensed carry, constitutional carry would say he's a citizen of the United States. He's allowed to have his Second Amendment rights anyway.
Absolutely. Even with Rittenhouse, the whole Rittenhouse thing came up again.
Right, of course.
And people are saying, the Rittenhouse thing.
He showed up to a protest.
It's like Megyn Kelly's out here saying, why did you bring a gun to it? It's like, oh my God.
Why did don't give me shit. We've seen all the same clips, clearly. Daily Show did a great segment on it. What about January 6th? They all showed up armed.
They were armed. So you're allowed to have guns out and about. We don't like it. The Second Amendment was a negotiating point between Madison and George Mason and Patrick Henry to make sure that the slave patrols that they had in their states weren't called up to be part of the national army. This is where it originated from, just so everyone knows. Then the right-wingers adopted this distorted view on the Second Amendment that God gave them, each and every American, the right to have a firearm. But okay.
To rise against a tyrannical government.
Exactly. And that's the law of the land now, apparently. So if that's the law of the land, then you have a license to carry that firearm.
Yeah.
And you are just helping a woman up who just got pepper sprayed and you were getting hit in the head with a pepper spray can.
Right. But you're still not reaching for your weapon. As the video showed, doesn't brandish it.
At all.
It's in his back holster or pocket.
He's filming them. He's waving. He was direct. This is the other thing. But Renee Good and Alex Preddy were both helping traffic flow.
Right. Legal observers, but basically doing traffic.
They were helping traffic, and then boom, this happens in a blink. And then one guy says boo-hoo. The other ones just run and spread. Unmask all of these guys. There's a database with all of them. I want them all to be publicly displayed. We should have FOIA requests that show them. Immunity should be stripped from all of these guys. I think the question I wanted to ask you, and I put this on our YouTube channel as well, is abolish ICE feels like it's going to happen. That doesn't even feel like it's a question anymore. Right. Like it'll just get absorbed, repurposed into something else. Sure. There's a different group in DHS that does like the National Gang Unit in DHS does actual investigations into the bad guys that everyone was like, let's get the bad guys out of here. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to ICE, they're going to get absorbed into something else or they're going to be getting rid of. Do you think it's criminal prosecutions that we need? Or do you think it's civil prosecutions, civil suits that we need?
Or all of the above,
All of the above.
Yeah, you're the lawyer, so we talked about immunity. Remember
Yeah.
when JD Vance was saying all these guys have, and then you pointed out that with the Renee Good shooting, the ICE officer had a prior trauma from a car almost hitting him before, and that's why he freaked out. And you point out that's not a defense. Smarter people than me have pointed out that actually no, if a federal official breaks a state law or even a local law, you get tried there.
Yeah.
You don't have immunity there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I agree with you in the sense that ICE is a young agency.
Yeah.
Department of Homeland Security is only 25 years old this year. It got created after 9/11, got created by the Patriot Act.
Mm-hmm.
ICE came later in 2003. I don't think abolishing or stripping the funding from an agency that young is going to be a problem, because you're right. Before that, these policies were still acted out from other agencies within whatever the administration is. So, look, from the libertarian side to the progressive side, people are yelling abolish ICE. I'm all for it. I mean, I've been all for it. The problem is right now is that in the 2017 One Big Beautiful Bill, Trump's administration got enough funding. They beefed up that funding. I think we've covered it, like $30 billion, the most in its entire history, short history. But even then, they have enough funding to last till 2029. So even if these Democrats in the House and Senate are like, you know what, we're finally on board for stripping ICE's funding or whatever, they still have funding until 2029.
I think they could shut down the government, though.
They could go into that fight.
Up all the spending
if they're willing to do so. But as we saw, 7 House Democrats voted with the Republicans to move it forward, the DHS funding. And now it's in the Senate's hands. So can you get enough Republicans to flip on this thing? I mean, what are you? You're at 53 Republicans, 47 Democrat, independent, hybrid.
Yeah.
On the other side, can they even muster the fight in the Senate to take away DHS's funding? Keep in mind, in 2013, there was another libertarian progressive alliance that they were going to take away the funding from the NSA's domestic spying program.
Right.
And that almost passed. So these alliances pop up. I just don't know if they have the votes in the Senate and the House right now.
I see. I don't think it's so there's a couple things. First, Kristi Noem's got to go. Sure. I don't think
Dan
it matters.
Bavino has gone, but I've heard this is simply symbolic. This is because they lost the messaging. And as some of my journalist friends in Ohio point out, fuck your messaging. You've lost your humanity.
Yeah. What does it matter? The leader really doesn't matter. They hired a bunch of like juiced up roid heads.
And like you said, these are the people who need to be unmasked. No one who's committed a crime or a murder within DHS or ICE has been brought to justice. We don't even know, beyond Jonathan Ross, who shot Renee Good, we don't even know the identities of most of these people. So they're just committing murders and then just going back to work? I don't understand.
It doesn't make any sense to me either. It's like you bring Tom Holman in, and it's just like, oh, I think I saw...
He's a czar. So that's just a fancy name for an advisor. It's a very Russian name for an advisor.
This wasn't my post, but I think I saw someone online that was just like, bringing Tom Holman... Holman?
I don't know.
In is like...
It's a bad Holman either way.
It's like when you shit your pants, you change your shirt.
Wow. Cool.
And I was like, this is like, that feels the most absolutely correct response.
Yeah, very
It's
much.
like, how is he going to like lower the temperature on anything? It's like sub-zero over there. The fact that this many people,
very cold.
this many people from Minneapolis went out in the streets to protest in that level of temperature, you messed up.
Oh, yeah. Don't mess with the winter people. It's, it's like Game of Thrones, attacking the North in the middle of winter.
They own the North.
Yes.
These people all need to be unmasked. They need to all have required body cams. Also, they're all holding phones. They're filming themselves.
Because they're collecting data that's going into some Palantir system of now they're trying to keep track of protesters. So this is just, it continues, right? They're out there on the guise of we're chasing undocumented immigrants, lawbreakers, quote unquote, even though the Somalis, and it's about to happen to the Haitian community as well, hundreds of thousands of Haitian immigrants in this country, they were legal. They just got their TPS, their temporary protected status, ripped away. So they were legal. Now they're made illegal. That's who ICE is supposedly going after. But now they're adding, well, if you're protesting us, if you are impeding law enforcement, that's a federal crime. And now we got a database on you. That's crazy.
They've also said that they can enter a home without a warrant, which is not correct. And even the Arizona AG said you're allowed to defend your home if they do that. And absolutely, let me just be explicitly clear to everybody, if ICE enters your home, you defend your home. I will. I've got several tennis rackets that will be
and dumbbells. I've used your dumbbells.
Yeah, of varying weights.
Yeah,
I'll throw them like discs.
Yeah,
like ninja stars.
Yeah, you're a frisbee disc guy.
Yeah, frisbee disc guy.
Golf disc.
I'm not neither of those things.
Frisbee golf.
I would never. I have
shows
golf
you how much
clubs.
I know about it, and that's what's so crazy. And I think Jon Stewart's pointing this out too. Is like, I mean, or the internet is all over this, right? Like my algorithm is just. But, like, you got your First Amendment right to protest, and then they're trying to say, well, now you can't do that. You've got your Second Amendment right to carry, as Alex Preddy was. Now they're saying, well, if you do that, that can get you killed. And then the Fourth Amendment, I mean, we're literally going back to the tyrannical British government that kicked this whole thing off with the Bill of Rights.
The thing that, I wanted to even talk to you about more is I know we said all of the above, criminally and civilly and stuff like that. But the thing that I keep thinking about is like, if you put these guys in prison, it's not enough. I want them bankrupt. I want them I want capitalism death. I want them to not have a credit card. I want them to have no money. I want them destitute. Like if they were to go to prison, they could still have a podcast.
Sure, right.
They could still write a book. They could still do a GoFundMe or whatever they want to do. But if we can sue them,
right?
If these families can sue them for wrongful death, the barrier to suing them is lower. Like the preponderance of evidence that you need. It's not a reasonable doubt when it comes to criminal trials.
Right.
It's like the OJ thing. Remember?
Yeah,
OJ, glove does not fit. You must acquit.
And they did.
They did. But then they got him on the civil stuff.
Right.
And then we all know what happened after that.
Right. It went really well for him.
It went really, really well for him.
No, I agree. Because it is strange to see, like you said, Kyle Rittenhouse was hailed as a hero for bringing a gun to a protest.
Yeah.
And now it's the double standard. It's the liberty for me, but not for thee argument. And it's just like, well, it's fine if our side does it. But if your side does it, then you're committing illegal acts.
I think the thing that I'm also worried about is like they're going to abolish ICE in some form, whether it's sooner or in the next administration. But then it's just going to be in a different part of DHS. Like you don't. I don't even think you
it's
need
to get shifted around.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're going to call it a big victory, or Trump's going to do it and call it a big victory,
That's
and
the
then we're all going to forget about it.
People are already saying, "Oh, Bovino's out. That's a victory." It's like, no, that's symbolic.
You hired people. There was this Washington Post reporter that just like on a whim decided she was going to apply to ICE.
I was almost thinking about doing that this morning.
Yeah,
because I'm sipping my coffee, not ready to join ICE at all.
Turns out she got fast tracked, and what was got accepted immediately.
What are the hiring practices right now?
There are no hiring practices.
Because they injected $30 billion in there.
They just started hiring everybody. There is no, you don't even have to lie.
Do you want to join?
Let's do it.
Let's just see if they find our hours and hours of
I wonder if
podcasts.
the good liars are doing that right now.
Oof, that would be a good lie.
That would be
a great lie.
The
greatest lie.
Liars.
The biggest lie. No, that belongs to the election of 2020, I believe.
All right. So I think, where are we going from here? Stephen Miller needs to be brought up on some sort of like war crime. I wonder.
I know, it's like a war criminal hasn't sat in the White House for this long since, and then I have to check like, oh right, Dick Cheney, Henry Kissinger. There's been a lot, but no, he's egregious. But what's interesting is, we kind of point out your silver lining sometimes when the MAGA starts to eat their own. Like Kristi Noem is already saying like, I take all my orders from Stephen.
Yeah.
So, and now I believe Republican senators, Tom Tillis from North Carolina, Lisa Murkowski from Alaska, they're even saying Noem needs to resign. But then it's like you said, like, do the responsibilities of this goon squad get shifted around to other departments? And then when does the head on the snake, the big, ugly, bald-headed snake?
Well, on that same day, he tweeted, "An assassin tried to murder federal agents, and this is your response." And it was a response to Chris Murphy saying ICE must leave Minneapolis.
Yeah, and that's like, oh God, that's the simplest thing I think that needs to happen. Can they call off the mission yet? Because I hear that they're actually building up. That's what Homan's doing there. They're actually going to keep building up more goons.
Yeah, they're not going to stop.
Right.
This is the thing. They're not going to stop. So people need to be out there protesting like they are already in Minneapolis. They need to be in Ohio. They should be coming out. And people need to be coming out.
Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, the Haitian community is bracing for this because they could lose we are recording this late January. The first week of February, that's when the TPS is supposed to end for the Haitian community. And we are talking 12,000 Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, but it's hundreds of thousands of Haitians all across the United States.
These people are just such trash. And
I would agree.
I can't believe I'm at this point where it's like, how, I don't know. I've really tried to always hold on to humanity, but how do you hold on to your humanity when people are dehumanizing people around you?
Sure. I mean, and you think of historical moments. I mean, this reminds me, not that I was there, but what I've read of Kent State shootings in 1970.
Yeah.
That was a huge turning point. I mean, or you already had the counterculture movement, anti-Vietnam War throughout the 60s, but when they killed 4, albeit white kids on a college campus in Kent, Ohio, that was a game-changing moment. That's when, and you see that now too with some conservatives. Some Republicans are finally like, you executed an ICU nurse who worked at the Veterans Hospital at VA. You executed him in the street. I mean, you see the pictures in the video. It's pretty atrocious. That's an execution-style killing.
Yeah.
And finally, wow, what a low bar, but that's too much for some MAGA people.
You could even go, summary judgment, put it in the light most favorable to them. They're just grossly negligent. When someone said gun, 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 they're all those roided up idiots.
Someone already took the gun.
They took the gun. They just said gun, and they just started shooting.
Yeah, 10 times. That's crazy.
Honestly, it's going to happen again. It happened in Arizona. Actually, someone got shot.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
and so it's gonna. I think this is not going to stop, and this is the huge problem that we're facing right now. Unless something, I don't know. We're going to talk about Iran after the break, but,
Oh, good. A country that's doing way better.
Way better. Dozens of thousands of people have been killed in Iran. And, I don't know. I hate to say this, but I think more people are going to have to die during this for America, for more.
For change, for people to wake up?
Yeah.
Historically, again, that's been the case. When something so egregious happens, that's when you actually start to see change. The question is, when does that switch flip?
I bet people feel that way, and I don't want it to be that way. Mm-hmm. But I don't. What else is there? What are we left with? Chuck Schumer can't write any more letters.
No.
We're gonna ask Christy Noble to resign, or we're gonna impeach you.
I mean, if you get 2 Republican senators on board, you're only 2 more Republican senators away from actually making it happen. 51 votes in the Senate.
These people, no backbone. All right.
Little baby steps.
Did we make that bearable?
We're trying. I don't know. We're very upset, just like everybody.
I know.
So when the news is terrible,
we make it bearable. All right. This is the 4 Report. Travis, Seena. Boop, boop. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 4 Report. I'm Seena Ghaznavi, your foreign policy curious host. I'm springing something fun on Travis to make the news more bearable. Travis, good to see you back.
Oh, hi,
after
Seena.
the break.
I'm sure you've set me up for nothing but success.
So, what are the options for intervention by the United States for Iran? We'll go through them and what we think Trump should do, because we can't possibly tell what he will do. But before we get into that, Travis, pop quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Is it a pop quiz? I don't know.
This is like the movie Speed with the bus. You're Dennis Hopper, though.
Yeah, I would
I'm
be
Keanu Reeves.
I love it. Yeah, you're definitely Keanu Reeves.
I
Gotta
know
shave,
Kung Fu.
I definitely could
I know
be
Kung Fu.
I could definitely be
Dennis Hopper?
Yeah.
Don't attempt to grow a brain, Jack. He's great in that movie.
He is
And he
incredible.
doesn't leave that room.
It's like easiest shoot ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got Dennis Hopper for 8 hours. Let's shoot everything.
Recap for me. How did these protests in Iran start? How did this uprising start?
I'm going to go ahead and have you listen to episode 60 through 65 of the Foreign Report. Great show. It highlights from how we got here, from Ottoman Empire days to post-World War I colonization by the British and French.
No, but I mean, just this last one. If you were at a bar and you were just going to tell someone about Iran, what would you say?
I'd say talk to my very intelligent co-host, Seena Ghaznavi. His mom was a geologist. Honestly, I was thinking about this with your mom. She moved from Iran, being a geologist there, to the most geological interesting city in America.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is so fascinating with the rivers. And when you drive in from the west and you go through that mountain tunnel, there's just a huge city there. So anyway, good on your mom and good on you. You're doing great.
Okay.
What was the question?
Okay, good deflections. You are a politician.
Thank you.
Very good.
Actually, I just got hired by DHS. So
oh my God, there we go.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, hey, we all know the uprisings happen because of the economic turmoil. They started, but then
this is a fresh economic turmoil.
This has been happening for a long time, and then it spiked when the inflation spiked. But also, that was a spark that turned that united a lot of people against the regime again. And we've seen the killings. We've seen terrible photos. We know that there's an internet blackout. The horrors are starting to drip out. One of the things, just a couple of terrible things that I wanted to update people on.
Hit us with it. Because it's not my algorithm, believe it or not.
It's that I keep hearing that from people.
My algorithm is full of the American government killing its own citizens on the streets.
Yeah,
so hit me with the Iranian government killing its citizens in the streets.
Yeah, someone posted that. I was just like, my algorithm doesn't show me anything about Iran. I was like, they were like, only you are the one that I see. I'm like, this is so weird.
But the internet blackout there probably doesn't help.
It does not help.
It doesn't help to get information.
And like whatever's coming out is like they want to, and it's like,
you showed me the cool flamethrower guy.
Flamethrower guy was dope.
Oh wait, how's he doing? Yeah, we probably don't know.
We don't know about that guy. Man. Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Hopefully, he's opening up a nice barbecue joint.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh boy. So speaking, if we could take flamethrower guy for an example,
sure.
They catch a guy, and let's say he gets killed. Okay, I don't know if that happened to this guy, but the family. The thing they're doing in Iran right now is the government's going to the family of that killed protester, and they're saying to them, "Hey, you have two choices." Mm-hmm. You can either say that your relative was part of the Basij, like the voluntary government police, and we will give him a proper burial. There's a very specific way to give an Islamic burial.
Uh-oh.
And there'll be an honorable burial. You can go see it. It'll be in the city and stuff like that. Or you can pay like $1 billion toman or whatever it is. It's like some absurd amount of money that no one has.
Oh, my gosh.
And you can bury him as a protester as himself, but you have to do it at least 10 kilometers outside of the city.
Wow.
In one of the smaller villages.
And the government's allowed to do that in Iran.
They do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I think the brutality is
the point.
And also that's how they're able to skew these numbers when they're saying, hey, there's... all these police officers have been killed by Mossad agents or by protesters, and that's why they're doing it. Why Trump even parroted that as well.
Right.
I don't know if a lot of people have seen the other photos of people.
I've seen no photos. As evidenced by my answers to your beginning questions.
So there's
Pittsburgh, though.
Pittsburgh, fine city.
Geologically interesting.
A lot of shale.
I'm aware.
Yeah. There was also like this is why I have the brick. I saw photos and it's like you could see them so quickly. Body bags opened up and defibrillator things on people's chests and people that are intubated. And then they have bullet holes in their heads.
Yeah.
So the government in Iran, was going into the hospitals and killing people in hospital beds.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
This is what we're dealing with. And
ICE is probably seeing this and be like, oh, yeah, that's what we want.
That's,
Yeah.
ICE is probably like, they shouldn't have been protesting.
Jeez.
And I know I see a lot of people online. I see a lot of people even in our comments. I've been on Reddit a lot more.
The brick's really working wonders for you.
It really is.
Really working out. How about pictures of your kids?
I look at them.
Okay, good.
I look at them all the time.
Yeah, you hang out with them all the time.
But some would say there's already foreign interference and foreign influence happening, and it's safe to. And I think we should all just level set and say, CIA, Mossad, Saudi intelligence, Pakistani intelligence, MI6, whatever, MI5, I don't know what all the MIs, Mission Impossibles, I don't know, whatever.
Tom Cruise?
Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
Everybody's there.
Everyone's there right now. Kind of like Syria was. Syria was
yes.
like a magic, like literally every single secret police and agency was
Just
there.
assume everyone's there.
Yeah. Well, we've talked in previous shows about Operation Lion. This is what Netanyahu has been talking about it for, if not a year, more than a year.
And foreign policy analysts that I really respect were saying that these protests were sparked by outside influence, and that's how they started. And okay, fine. That doesn't take away the 47 years of these people being held hostage, doesn't take away the massacre that's happening, the gymnasiums and what will be eventually a stadium full of dead bodies. So this is what I'm saying. It's like, let's count. This is why I love to argue this way.
Sure.
Everything you say is true. And still, it's bad.
Yeah.
And still, it is a problem from hell.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
Oh, like the song.
Is that a song?
You're trying to make it bearable, but it's still pretty terrible. Give me a count. How many people are they estimating right now?
You know the range.
I'm talking about citizens protesters.
The range, when I see the ranges, it's like the ranges I'm seeing now are 5 to 30,000, and it's just, and then Trump's like, they didn't kill those people. They didn't those 800 people. They said they weren't going to slaughter them. I'm like, is anyone texting with the Iranian regime? They've never in the history of the regime been like, you know what we should do? We should not kill some people today. Let's take a break. No, they just constantly kill people.
Oof.
They disappear people and they constantly kill people. And and I get it. Enemy of my enemy. If you're pro-Palestinian, then you are, you see the Iranian regime as anti-imperialist, and you're like, wow, they are fighting Zionism. I'm for the Iranian regime. Sure, it's pretty bad what they're doing over there, but Israel is going to do this. Listen.
You're doing an impression of a person
yes.
right now, not you.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
And I'm saying to you, you're not human.
Woof. Yeah.
I'm saying you've lost your humanity.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you have and I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand it. But I'm telling you, your bloodthirst for Israel being an occupying force and running apartheid and the genocide in Israel, in Palestine, has turned you into the thing you did not want to be turned into.
Wow. Yeah, right. You're now speaking in favor of a tyrannical government.
Yes. And this is the thing we have, like, we get so deep into our thing that we lose focus. And it's the thing that, like, people will say, like, why don't you guys talk more about being anti-Zionist? I will not give license to people to label us anti-Semitic or anything like that.
We're not really anti anything except a tyrannical government.
Exactly. We are talking about actions that people take.
Yeah,
we are talking about the people, who they are, and what actions they take, and why they are wrong, and the people and organizations that are evaluating and analyzing these events and saying, here's what we think is happening. That is what we do.
Right.
And if you got a problem with that, then, we're not the show for you.
Sure.
But I can't, in good conscience, let my humanity get thrown away because I don't like the enemy of my enemy.
Right. That's good. That makes you human. It makes you an actual human. I mean, again, going back to what my journalist friend Dave DeWitt said in Ohio, I mean, with ICE, it's like they're mad they lost the narrative. It's like, no, you've lost your humanity.
Yeah.
And too often people, because of the narrative, they lose their humanity.
Yeah.
And it seems to be happening not just here in the United States, but also Iran. You could also name a dozen other countries where that's happening. This is where the libertarian part of my brain takes over again. It's like, this is what governments do.
Yeah.
This is what specifically authoritarian governments do, is that they kill their own people who are against them having power.
It feels like it's a good reminder that democracies are extremely fragile. And that you have to be on top of it. Like you have to have, and especially with how technology has changed, you have to have democracies in your government, your governance structures keep up with how people keep up with technology, right? Like they have to have software updates for government as much as you get one for your phone, which is like way too often.
Sure.
So
I hate the new one on this guy.
What
this
happened?
One's been real
what
bad.
happened? Too many emojis.
Well, that's always been a problem.
Well,
for
how
me.
do we get an update for you so you don't react to all the text messages? How's that?
That's never gonna.
That's never gonna happen.
Unless you get me a brick that just blocks my phone. Just give me a brick and then like tell me it's a phone, and that's how you'll get me to stop reacting. To all your
Travis on a
texts.
group chat, by the way.
I'm insufferable.
We'll
I
hit
will-
like on or exclamation
My sister listens to the show, and
Every
she knows
text.
that. That's
every
true.
text message.
Yeah. Well, it's hard when your friends are so funny. Seena.
My God.
Just gotta
You could
ha-ha
just laugh
react.
to yourself.
Or I could
Ha, ha.
I could react to
No,
every single
ha,
funny
ha, ha.
text. Every single funny text.
Anyways, you're a problem from hell. I'm sorry. So let's talk about some of the options, though, because what is
How do we get out of
what's-
this,
yeah.
this bucket of syrup?
So I really do like because I've been thinking about what could Trump do? Let's get to the meat here. And there is
Because he did at one point put on Truth Social that we are with you.
he said help is on the
To
way.
the people in the streets of Minneapolis. Oh, wait, delete that. To the people in the streets of Tehran, we are with you.
He said help is on the way.
Yeah, I think he did. He said the United States has
said,
your
"Take
back."
over your-
He said the United States has your back.
And he said, keep protesting, take over your institutions. The irony
And
there.
he was talking to the people in Minneapolis,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Take over your institutions.
Take over. Like,
I'm going to apply for that ICE job
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now. Oh, I've been fast-tracked.
oh
I'm
my
hired.
God, you're already in there.
Yeah.
Already got that $10,000 bonus.
Yikes.
The U.S. Strike Carrier Group, the USS Abraham Lincoln, is like parked outside of Iran. There's another sea armada, according to Trump, that he posted on Truth Social, on its way to the area. And what does this signal, right? Deterrence, don't do anything, Iran. Readiness, we could do whatever we want. We have the options to use military force and lethal military force. He keeps saying, though, let's make a deal. And he did say this with Venezuela, and then he still went in and got Maduro. Sure. But then the vice president now, who's leading the country, she's like, I don't want to listen to Trump anymore. So I don't know how that's going to escalate. So does this mean is this a ploy? Okay, so what are the options that he could do? There are three main options.
Ooh, number one, play golf.
Play golf. Well, four. Okay. Let's do four.
Okay.
Non-kinetic support. Okay, so kinetic meaning like actual like strikes, but non-kinetic support would be like cyber operations, disrupting the internet censorship, which is like they've got China in there trying to rebuild their internet so that it's like a Great Wall type of a situation, Great Firewall.
Oh, the Great Firewall of China.
Exactly. They could use intelligence exposure to show the regime abuses. I've been also seeing stuff which I haven't been able to verify that they're hiding dead bodies to use them in case the U.S. strikes and putting them out in civilian
then
areas.
saying the United States did all that?
Yes. Sanctions.
Bizarre. It's bizarre behavior.
Yeah. It's brutal. Sanctions, but those have not worked. They haven't changed the behavior of the regime.
Right.
But what's nice about non-kinetic is that you're not going to war,
Oh, good.
but it's also not stopping the killing.
Oh, that's bad.
So limited kinetic action would be like striking command centers, striking just the besieged security forces, striking just Khamenei's, leadership or his house. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
the very
Like they
targeted
went and got
strikes.
Maduro.
Exactly.
See. Okay.
So that could.
And this is what protesters want?
Well, protesters want the killing to stop.
Sure.
And they want outside influence of some. They want influence is probably not the right word. Intervention, help of some kind. They know everything I've seen is that they are asking for help.
Okay.
And the problem is, America has the worst track record for helping.
We sure do.
It is like a guy on 22 Four Locos running down an icy street loaded with like guns.
Yeah.
Just being like, I'm on my way.
Yep. And then slips on the ice.
Slips on the ice. Oh, remember I'm gonna get you, sucker?
I actually never saw that movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, let's watch it this weekend.
That's good. There's a guy, he gets all loaded. Anyways, it's a great clip.
Yeah.
For those that remember that, that's America. That's American foreign policy right there.
Great.
So if they do a limited strike, that could also blow back, because there's definitely going to be civilian casualties there. Even if they make them fake or whatever, there's going to be civilian casualties, just like the 12-Day War had civilian casualties. And then that could unify the kind of like on-the-fence people that were like semi-on-the-fence or whatever about protesting. That would galvanize them back in the government. Because foreign intervention is a thing that every Iranian knows. For hundreds of years, we've been a product of UK, Russia, infiltrating the power structures of Iran and messing things up.
Yep.
It is constant.
Yep.
So that is a huge, huge risk. I don't think you can really do the surgical strike, but the positive is you could stop the killing.
Right.
I don't know. Third option, full regime change, ends the Islamic Republic completely, mass casualties. You've got airstrikes. You can't do boots on the ground. There's just not enough troops, but you level it. You're going level town.
Yeah.
And I think the real thing is like, does America or does the world have a responsibility to protect these protesters? And I think that's a question I hope everyone asks themselves. And I think a lot of leftist friends are like, no, we don't have a responsibility to protect. We have a responsibility to protect our own here.
Our own protesters.
Sure. And I totally understand that. And I don't know. It's a really hard thing for me because I think we do have a responsibility to protect. We're the most powerful military in the world. I want to see Europe actually step up in this situation.
NATO,
whoever. Anyone, literally anyone.
Yeah.
Fiji, the island of Fiji, anyone.
They could drop those palm trees on them.
Oh God! If Donkey Kong came by with a bunch of coconuts, just throwing coconuts.
Wow.
Like barrels, whatever.
It works for him.
I would take anything at this point.
Yeah.
Retaliation is the thing that's so dangerous right now. The Iranians could close the Strait of Hormuz, which would mess up oil prices and stuff like that.
That's always been the threat. I remember that threat from 20 years ago during the Iraq War.
So this is my question for you.
Uh-oh. Another one? Pittsburgh.
What do you think America should do? As an anti-Iraq war, we both were.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does America have a responsibility to protect?
I mean, buddy, I don't know. You know, that's what's so interesting about this America first, quote unquote, time that we find ourselves in is, like you said, our track record's so bad. And, you know, a lot of these J.D. Vances and, like, the Marjorie Taylor Greens, the Rand Pauls of the world, like, they're saying we should not interfere in other countries' civil wars, basically, because we always pick a side and then it just persists and it persists. But, like you've said, do we have an obligation to fix it? Because we're the ones that helped break it.
Yeah.
And, you know, as much as I'm grateful that it brought your family to the United States, to the great city of Pittsburgh, so I have a new friend in Seena, Ghaznavi, it's really terrible what's happening there. And do we, as you said, as a human rights standpoint, have an obligation to step in? But then, like you just said, these three options, like, I mean, the only one that I would even, if I had any power in this administration, sounds remotely possible, would be the number one, the first option, the soft power option, not the hard power.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, the protesters there want the middle option, which would be a mix of soft and hard power.
Yeah.
But then what if neither of those work? And then we got to go for the nuclear option, which doesn't necessarily mean actual nuclear weapons, but the next worst thing, a full-on bombing of all of these powerful entities and structures in Iran.
From what I last read, Saudi Arabia and UAE are not letting the U.S. into their airspace, so that's like an issue to like run these missions. But I totally hear you. I've been anti-interventionist since forever.
I mean, since Iraq, because when we
Forever.
were in college.
Yeah, even since as a child, I didn't think the U.S. should do it because I knew at a young age, why do I exist in this country?
Yeah.
But for American and United Kingdom influence and British influence in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the risks and it's not even a risk. It's almost like guaranteed folly of interventionism.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else. The options are all bad. And the the number of videos that I've seen of I can't watch any more body bag videos.
Yeah, adjust your brick settings, but
I don't know how to even. I can't. I have to.
But
even,
also you
I think
feel-
I have to get like a new Instagram account because it's just all. And I won't talk about whether or not I've been able to get in touch with family because I feel like that's a risk as well.
Right.
No one can get out.
Right.
Everyone's stuck there. They're trapped in a kill box, and no one's in Europe. And I think France was it France? Some of the European countries are starting to label the IRGC a terrorist organization. I mean, it's just these things are so slow.
Right.
I mean, Europe should be doing a lot more. They have a lot more business dealings with Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran, than the United States does, obviously. So, I don't know why other people are not standing up. They have also at least slightly better human rights records and stuff than the United States does. So, I mean, the United States is awful when it comes to human rights. We just have ruined any standing we have to do something.
That's why I'm like, maybe the best thing for us to do would be to stay out of it. I mean, I don't know. It's very tough. It's a very tough situation. And I was joking, by the way, about the brick. Blocking these images doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah.
And
No,
so
I know.
it's important to continue to know that it's happening. That's why we talk about it. It's terrible. We try to make it bearable, but it is important for people to know about these things and understand them.
And it's a problem from hell.
This problem from hell is brought to you by Celsius and Brick. Actually, not Brick, because you're seeing it. So,
Man, I have I've disassociated quite a bit. Every now and then
I'm going to be
it hits
watching
me.
the Cavs game later, and I can tell you all I'll be thinking about is the Cavs.
It is funny too because I produce content and I do commercials and stuff like that. So I'm on calls doing Seena,
Right.
doing fun bits.
Yeah.
And then
And then
this
you
is
get on the
happening.
phone, and you're like, oh, body
I had a
bags.
cold, and I was like, gosh darn this cold. And then you look at these people are just getting slaughtered.
Ugh.
And you're like, okay, this cold's not so bad.
Right.
Anyways, things could be worse.
Oh, yeah? You think?
I don't know, actually.
It's
That's a good point.
I was talking about this with someone this weekend. They're like, for our modern times, this is as bleak as it's really gotten. I thought Iraq War, George W. Bush was bad.
Do you think if
it's
we
getting
had
pretty bleak right
Twitter
now.
and the amount of social media exposure during the Iraq War, it would be as bad? Because that was crazy.
Well, but that was kind of the beginning of it, right? Like when the Iraq War started, and it kicked off in 2003, I remember watching it on the network news, right?
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
bombing
yeah.
Baghdad.
TV, yeah,
and it was on
24-hour
TV.
TV, yeah.
And then as the internet started to take off, and I remember The Daily Show, Michael Moore had documentaries, slowly there became this bubbling anti-war movement.
Yeah.
That wasn't on network news. It was on cable news and it was on the internet. And that's kind of what saved my little anti-war college ass, you know? So there's always going to be something, the truth, as they say, like the sun, even when you can't see it, it's always there. And always is a way to come back around.
I think just to put a fine point on all of this.
God, please help us.
I know there's a lot of people that are conflicted about whether or not you should speak up for the Iranian people because you think that they help the Palestinian cause. We've said it on this show before, but the Islamic Republic of Iran would sacrifice every single Palestinian if it meant they could stay in power in Iran.
Oh, yeah. These are power-hungry dictators. They do
not care.
They have one thing on their mind.
Yeah, that's it. Problem from hell.
That's a new theme song.
Is that right? Da-doom. This is we should have a segment, Problem from Hell, and that's probably, is the show now called A Problem from Hell?
No. I like our more neutral title. Foreign Report.
We can have some good news every now and then, but I don't think we're going to do that in the next segment when we come back with the JD.
We have somehow a segment that's going to make you even angrier.
We'll be right back after this. Thanks. Welcome back to the Foreign Report. I'm Seena Ghaznavi, FPZ, T-Seps, Travis Irvine. It is time for...
a chance. It's JD Vance. No, wait, he sucks.
Club remix coming at you. By the way, somebody has made us a video to go with this, and it's gone to the last podcast email. So as soon as it all comes around, we got a lot of things happening here at the studio that we're fixing some things up, we're changing some things around. So as soon as that email gets to the people who give us stuff,
man, email takes a while to get around.
You'd be surprised.
I hope we can get that.
Hundreds of emails. So I'm looking forward to it, but I do know it exists. So speaking of videos that are going to make you mad, let's just play as many as we can handle. This is kind of my new way of doing this segment is I find the videos are in my algorithm.
Yeah.
And people, thank you for sending all your JD Vince clips to me. We'll just play as many as we can handle.
Yeah.
I have multiple clips. You talked about the federal immunity for the officer who murdered Renee Good.
This is my favorite.
Yeah. So we can do this one. This comes from the folks at
set it up.
The Bulwark. This is JD Vance. Within a matter of days, the gaslighting is unreal with this. See, I'm already angry. Let's just go ahead and let's see.
Well, so on January, you'll hear him on January 8th.
Talking about federal immunity for the officer who shot Renee Good, and then someone asked him about it days later, and he said, I never did that.
Yeah. And
I didn't say that. That's not what I meant.
The second part is January 22nd.
Yeah, so in a matter of days, this is clip number 1. Let's see at which number of clips we lose our minds.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Precedent here is very simple. You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action.
Right.
That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity.
No, he's not.
No, I didn't say, and I don't think any other official within the Trump administration said that officers who engaged in wrongdoing would enjoy immunity. That's absurd.
Oh, that's absurd.
Is that absurd?
It is absurd.
Oh, let's hear it again.
It's absurd because you said it.
Engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity.
Absolute.
And then I got to hear it again.
I didn't say, and I don't think any other official within the Trump administration said
that
officers who engaged in wrongdoing would enjoy immunity. That's absurd.
Okay, that's absurd. It is absurd. It is absurd.
It is absurd. You did say an absurd thing,
so we agree on that. So we agree on that. So there you go. There's JD Vance clip number 1.
That's incredible.
I saw that. But the gaslighting and the double speak.
The
Orwellian. Don't believe your eyes. Don't believe what I said earlier.
And the shifting, his body language is just like, I didn't say.
Yeah, right. Well, I've learned JD Vance's tell, by the way, when he's lying. It's when he's opening his mouth. There it is. Okay, let's get this guy. Remember ICE in between murdering citizens in the street? They also arrested a 5-year-old. They detained an. Which I guess is, legally.
We're already
semantically
sprinting to the end of this clip session. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. No. Well, JD on ICE. Let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about what. This is insane. This is again the gaslighting, the double speak. He is, and again, this is JD's job. We've said this on the show every time he talks. His job is to justify what the MAGA administration is doing. So when MAGA arrested a 5-year-old kid, or they detained a 5-year-old kid because they were arresting his father, this is another thing that broke the internet because people are like, on top of ICE murdering people, they're kidnapping children.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole detention center, by the way, in Texas. Our producer Danielle mentioned that's where this kid is now, but it's full of kids.
Yeah.
Who have been ripped away from their parents. So let's see what JD Vance says about it.
How your administration is conducting.
Are you proud? The reporter asked. Are you proud of this?
Well, I'm proud of the fact that we're standing behind law enforcement, and I'm proud of the fact that we're enforcing the country's laws. But, you asked a question about this 5-year-old kid. I actually saw this terrible story while I was coming to Minneapolis. We just left Toledo, Ohio this morning for an economic messaging event. And I see this story, and I'm a father of a 5-year-old, actually, a 5-year-old little boy. And I think to myself, oh my God, this is terrible. How did we arrest a 5-year-old? Well, I do a little bit more follow-up research. And what I find is that the 5-year-old was not arrested, that his dad was an illegal alien. And then when they went to arrest his illegal alien father, the father ran. So the story is that ICE detained.
So happens when a bunch of mass goons run at you. You run.
Also, they came through a legal port of entry and filed for asylum. And it was stripped away.
And this is the thing, right? There are legal protections for some of these immigrants. The asylum protection.
Yes.
And, no, hold on. Go back to JD. I'm not done with this piece.
This clip?
Yeah. No, I'm not done with it. Do you want to?
No.
We can stop now.
No.
Because he keeps... He
keeps going.
keeps talking.
Oh,
But to
man.
your point, and this is the same thing that the Somalis and the Haitians are facing. Like they came in, they were given temporary protected status.
Yeah.
Which is a legal protection started during George H.W. Bush.
Yes.
A more compassionate conservative Republican.
Oh, God.
So anyway, but yes, to your point, yeah, this kid's dad was here legally on asylum, but ICE is still going after him, and now they're going after the kid. So JD, he's still justifying it there in some way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That ICE detained a 5-year-old when what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death? Are they not supposed to arrest an illegal alien in the United States of America? If the argument is that you can't arrest people who have violated our laws because they have children, then every single parent is going to be completely
Isn't that wild?
immunity
He's jumping
from
to the
ever
broadest
being
conclusion.
The subject of law
How does
enforcement.
this Yale
That
Law
doesn't
School
make any
work?
sense. No one thinks that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
no,
It's
it
the
doesn't
ad
make any
absurdum
sense,
There are so many of
JD.
these cases
Yep.
like that where if you just understand the context, there have been a number of situations that I've looked into personally where I say,
Oh,
wait,
I'm sure you have.
we don't want ICE arresting American citizens. They're supposed to be enforcing the immigration laws against illegal aliens. So then I look into it and I find out that the American
He's really
citizen
looking
who
into
was
a lot of
arrested
stuff.
took a swing at an ICE officer.
Oh, they took a swing
You
at an
can't
ICE
have
officer.
that happen.
Oh, yeah.
And
Of
of course
course.
they have to defend themselves. And of course they have
And
the
then they
right
put
to detain
22
somebody
bullets in them.
who assaults a law enforcement officer. Now, this is my point.
Yeah,
Do we
what's your
want these
fucking
things to
point?
happen?
Sorry.
Do we want these arrests
We don't want you to
be
happen.
so chaotic? No, we don't. These guys want it least of all. But if we had a little
I
cooperation
don't know about that.
from local and federal
Oh, a little
Oh, yeah.
cooperation.
I think the chaos would go way down in this community.
Oh, man. Isn't that brutal?
It's so
Are
funny.
you not mad? Are you not entertained?
What are local PD like Antifa leftist like liberals?
That's the thing.
It's so funny.
Local police are saying, please stop sending these goon squads from ICE into our community.
I've never
Local
been in a
leadership.
situation where I'm like, these liberal police officers.
If we just have a little cooperation, guys,
yeah.
we wouldn't be having to arrest all these children and murder these citizens.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's all of the JD I can handle. But let's go to the fun news.
The baby.
Yeah, because, JD clearly doesn't care about 5-year-olds getting arrested. Maybe in 5 years, his new kid will get arrested. Let's play this clip. Breaking news. Just when you thought JD Vance wasn't having sex.
Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife announced on social media, quote, "We are very excited to share the news that Usha is pregnant with our boy. It's a boy. I didn't realize that. That's amazing." The Post said the baby boy is due in July. Usha Vance is the first known vice presidential spouse to be pregnant while her husband is in office.
Okay. All right. So
Sure, that'll be a stress-free pregnancy.
Oh, absolutely. Also, let's do the sex math on this. Due in
Okay.
July.
Yeah.
That means baby was created 9 months prior.
Yeah.
We're talking what, November?
October. Yeah.
October,
Yeah.
November.
October.
So right
Literally
when
10 months.
the
It's actually-
right when the theories about JD and Erica Kirk were starting to go around.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And Usha Vance started to not wear her wedding ring around. So we're a comedy conspiracy network.
Yeah.
So the rumors on the internet is two
Lock
things.
them down.
Either one, JD was like, I have to make a baby with you now, so people stop thinking I'm having sex with Erica Kirk and or couches. So this is one of those. Or Usha pulled a Princess Diana, had sex with one of her security detail guys, is making a little Prince Harry to show JD that's what you get for cheating on me.
Well, if he gets a little red hair, then.
If it's a red-haired baby, the father's probably Prince Harry. I would hope so.
Oh God, that's wild.
Isn't that
I love
fun?
That's a fun conspiracy.
We can
theory.
say that because we're a conspiracy
I
comedy
feel like
network.
that would be on. I feel like they're talking about this on page 7.
You know what? I'm actually due to go on to that show
This is a
for my
great topic.
annual appearance.
This is a good.
That'll be my conspiracy
Usha.
gossip.
Just letting him on top of you.
Oh, don't get me started. It's already happened at least 3
Mouth
times.
breathing motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Usha, come on.
Don't worry. This baby will be arrested in 5 years when he's 5 years old, and we're deporting his father.
The man is catering to people that are transparently hurling racial slurs at his family.
Yeah, it's his own wife. She's a Hindu. She's not a Christian. Isn't that wild?
It's just crazy to me.
What a hateful man. Anyway, that's your update on JD.
Hey!
I guess he's doing pretty good.
chance. It's JD Vance. No, wait, he sucks.
Wow. Well,
News is terrible.
yeah.
Try to make it bearable.
Let's do it. That was great. Thank you. Great to have you back.
Good to be
in
back, buddy.
studio.
Thank you. Go Pittsburgh.
Uh,
Does Pittsburgh have a baseball? No, they have they don't have a basketball team.
They don't. They used to have the CBA Piranhas.
I think because Pittsburgh's close to Cleveland, you're allowed to cheer for the Cavs with me. Or
I
you
don't know
can-
if I'm allowed to cheer for anything Cleveland. I think.
You're actually correct. The cities. Talk about places that hate each other.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pittsburgh
funny.
and Cleveland.
It's like, why, you know.
You've
and
both
like,
been
meanwhile-
decimated by
Exactly. New York, LA, Chicago are like, what? Who are they?
Right. It's flyover country, baby. We have our own problems.
All right, guys. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. Hit us up on the socials. Send us an email. I'm exhausted. I mean, what are we doing here?
Don't read the comments.
Don't read. I
Hey,
won't read the comments.
Put your brick setting to not reading the comments.
I don't know if that's even possible.
All right, then keep reading the comments.
I'm not.
He's
Am
not.
I?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I hope not.
We'll see you guys next time.